morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a lesson 11-6, count using patterns to 100. So today we're going to be paying attention to empty numbers, blanks in our hundreds chart. Obviously the start first one we're looking at, there are no blanks, but when we move on to the next few pages, there's going to be blanks. So that's where the patterns come in. We're going to be looking to see what comes next. Even if you're not 100% confident on your counting to 100, you can use the patterns in the chart to figure out how to make the next number. And even there's times where we know how to say a number, but we're not sure how to write it. We might know that the answer is 32 when I count out loud, but when I hold my pencil in my hand to make 32, we get a little hesitant, nervous, scared about what we should write first. 32, I hear 2, so do I say 2, write 2 first? Or, so today we're going to solve that. We're going to solve that problem. We're not going to be nervous about it, and we're going to practice it here. So we want to first look at those decade numbers. Now that's a term I mentioned one day last week to mom and dad, or actually maybe I mentioned it yesterday. Our decade numbers are our counting by tens numbers. So those are our numbers that end in 0. They have a 0 in the ones place. So put your finger on one of the decade numbers. Okay. If your finger is on 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or 100, your finger is in a good spot. Now, I want you to find the number 20. Put your finger on the number 20. I'm going to circle it just to make sure you know you're in the right spot. Okay, pick your finger up. Was it there? Good, that would be 20. So now if I want to continue counting, I'm on 20. I want to keep counting. What number comes after 20? Point to it. Did you point to this number here? I hope not. 30 doesn't come after 20. It's under it, but it doesn't come after it. When we want to go to the next counting number after one of these tens decades numbers, when we want to go to the next number, we go to the beginning of the next row. 20, 21. So now what if we are at, I'll change the color and we'll use a different color for each one. What if we're at 30? What number comes after 30? No, not this one here. Go to the beginning. After 30 comes 31. Okay, you see how we're doing? All right, put your finger on the number 50. I'm skipping, making it tricky. 50. What numbers do you need to make 50? You need a 5 and a 0. So there's 50. What number will come after 50? 51, yes. So you're seeing the pattern. When I have my decade number, my number that ends in 10, excuse me, ends in 0, the next number ends in 1, just like counting 0, 1, and we keep going. Okay, so we're going to try these with some blanks in our charts. Okay, so let's erase this and take a look at the next page. So you see the blanks. This is our guided page, or the beginning of our guided page. There's a lot of support here for you. So they have the numbers dotted in, but you see those numbers where you're trying to do it yourself. Okay, down here on these two guided practice problems. Now up here you notice they have things highlighted for you, and there's a reason. They want you to kind of think about the patterns there. So look at that yellow column. Look at that yellow column up and down. What do all of those numbers have in common? What's the same about all of those numbers? Did you say they all end in a 4? If you did, awesome job. If you didn't, we'll keep trying. What about these numbers in the blue row? This is a row. It goes across, not up and down. What do you notice about almost all of those numbers in that row? What do almost all of those numbers do? If you said they almost all start with a 6, you're right, because we start with 61 and then we go all the way up to 70, which doesn't start with a 6, because at the end of our row, we bump up to the next group, okay? So let's look down here. The first guided practice is very nice and easy. We see these three, let's pretend they're blanks. We see these three blanks. When we want to find out what goes in the first blank right here, when we want to figure this number out, what we do is we look in front of it. We look in front of it by a few boxes, not just one. So we can kind of start to go 4, 5, 6, 7 comes next. Then, oh, okay, 8, 9, and after 9 should be a 10. Let's see, am I right? Oh, I am right. Okay, notice, ladies and gentlemen, my writing, my using the mouse and my skills, it's not very good. I don't love this for you guys. And please understand, you don't have to do this. You don't have to use the mouse and do all these interactive pieces. It's maybe better for you to have your answer and be able to record it, but I don't have to see the interactive version get sent back to me. So if using the mouse is very hard for you, if you say it out loud and write it on a piece of paper, you can do that too, all right? Let's look at number 2, the apple. Now this one we have a column up and down that's empty, okay? So we might look on either side and say, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that would make sense. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, great. That makes sense. So now, oh, we want to go underneath it. It's not 5, 6, 7. No, okay. Oh, up and down, they all have the same number in the ones place. So I know these numbers underneath 5 are going to end in a number 5. So let me look in front of this blank space, maybe here. 13, 14, 15. Oh, okay. So they all have a 1, and then okay, they all start with a 1 in this column. No, row, I was right. In this row, they all start with a 1. Okay. So now in the bottom row, they all start with what? What do these all start with until I get to the end? They all start with a 2. And after 23, 2 and a 3, a 2 and a 4, what will come next? To say a 2 and a 5 to make, what's that number? 2 and 5. 25. Very nice. All right, let's take a look at the next set that we have to look at. Now we're going to see a little less of those dotted in numbers, and we have some suggestions. Okay, the numbers here with a gray bar across them, that doesn't mean that they're a correct answer or a not correct answer. It's just using the gray bar to distinguish the 3 answer choices. So it's either in each question. So in question 3, question 4, 5, and 6, you have 3 choices. It's either this set of answers, 66, 76, 86, 67, 68, 69, 66, 67, 68. So we have to decide which group fits in up here. So look at this row up here. All of my missing numbers should start with what? What should they have in common? What's the pattern? All of the numbers should what? They should start with 6, shouldn't they? So do you notice this top number, this top choice? This guy's not, no, this guy's not it. He's no good. So we can kind of cross him out, okay? So we can cross him out. We know he's not the right one. So we know, all right, these start with 6 and these start with 6. It might be one of these two. Notice I'm just kind of working through my answers. I'm not immediately seeing it and circling my set. All right, so let's look up here. I see 63, 64, 6 and 5, 65. So the next number would start with a 6, and it would 3, 4, 5, have a 6. Oh, a 6 and a 6 would come next. So which one of these? Oh, this set starts with a 66. Let's see if this makes sense up here. 66, 67, 68. Oh, okay, good. I like that answer choice. They all fit. Now, I'm going to circle these, and I would think circling them is fine. It's acceptable. In school, we might write the numbers in the box, but this is different. Everything is different. We don't have to do everything exactly the same, okay? All right, so now this number 4 inside the heart, I'm missing a column, an up and down set of numbers. So when we look up and down, do they all start with the same number? No. When we look at their up and down columns, what's the same? What's the same on our answers? So look at this one here. 42, 52, 62. What's the same? They all have a 2 in the ones place. What about over here? 45, 55, 65. They all have a 5 in the ones place. So over here, I have to figure out what goes here. Oh, man. I don't have anything in front of it to count up. Let's see. 42, 43, 44. Oh, well, look. They all start with 41. All my answers. So okay, that's not actually a hint for me. I'm going to write the 41 up there to keep my mind on this. Oh, so if this is a 41, what do we know about these two boxes? What do we know has to be true? Think about the pattern. When you go down, what stays the same? The number in the ones place stays the same. So these guys are at an end in ones. So 41, what would be right underneath that? Hey guys, look at hundreds charts to have an idea. You have a hundreds chart at home, look at it. What would come under 41? If you don't just think it. A 5 and a 1 for 51. And what would come in the box underneath that? 41, 51, 61. Okay, so now let's take a look and see which row should we circle. Should I circle row 1, row 1, row 2, or row 3? Did you think I should circle row 2? Because row 2 here matches my answers, doesn't it? Okay, so let's take a look over here. I have another column of empties, an up and down column of empties. So, look at the first numbers in front of it. 37, 38, 39. Could look around the page for some ideas. On this page, there might be an answer choice somewhere. What comes after 39? And it's not 3010. We know that's not a number. Did you say 40? Because if you looked over here, you might have had an idea. Right there. All right, so if we're going down, we know the ones place is going to stay the same. So all these numbers are going to have what in the ones place? They're going to have a 0 in the ones place. So look at this choice here, 40, 41, 42. Hey, that can't be the right answer. 41 and 42 are over here, and I said I'd have zeros in the ones place. Well, now I just know 40 is my top number, and I know these can't be my numbers. Could these? Just 40, 50, 60 make sense? Do they all have a 0 in the ones place? Does the tens place go up by 1? Then maybe the answer is yes, they do belong there. Okay, so now let's take a look at the last one on our guided page, number 6. Now this is not a row and it is not a column. It's some up here and some down here. So take a minute, maybe count the first few numbers in front of our boxes and start to count up and see which one it is, what's missing. So, what do you think comes after 29? Would be 20 or 28 or 30? Which one of those do you think is going to be that first number there? Hint, 20, 40. Which one comes between those? It'd have a 0 in the ones place. Which one would it be? No. No. I'm going to just underline it first, and let's see if that's right. So 30, then we would go here, 31, 32. Oh, it does match. It does look good. Very nice. All right. So you see what we're doing, ladies, gentlemen, moms, and dads? My video is going very long, and it is going to turn off on me very soon. So I only have 15 minutes total. Okay, so your independent practice is to pick which group matches and then pick which numbers go in the boxes. You do not have to use the mouse and put it up on here. You can do it whichever way feels comfortable for you. Okay, guys, good luck. Do well. Be well.